Hi, Rich. Also, I hope that I'm not like holding you hostage. You know, like you don't need to show up here all the time. You don't need to like play the game with me all the time. Of course. I'm always forcing you. Shut up, Rich. God damn it. I'm not trying to force you, bro. I hope that's true because I never like forcing people to show up. Also, do I sound weird? Do I sound different? Because I'm trying to like I don't know. I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing myself in like my own. Okay, all right. I guess that's something. Okay. Well, hello, nobody and one person. Um, I'm continuing. You want to know why the stream is named Post Glare Blood? Because I couldn't think of another name. But yeah, we're. I believe the plan is to do. Shush. Yeah, but excuse me for a sec. Oh, hey. That's a sneeze. Whatever. Alright, so, plan for today. Should be some of these dungeons, and to make up for yesterday, parts of Omega. Four lords, what is that? It's like the Warring Triads of Stormblood, except it's four of them, I assume? Oh, so it's like the post-50 trials? Okay, okay, I understand. I get you. I don't know how to start that. And I don't even know if I can start it right now. I mean, can I? I mean, I can probably. I mean, okay. Well, I mean, like, do you know? Just tell me where the mission starts, and if I have been there, then I probably have picked it up. Well, I mean, like I said, I can start. Okay, but okay. For the sake of progression in order, you know what? No, no. Let's start with Omega. Um, because like I said, we meant to do that yesterday, so why not? All right. Well, unfortunately, I think you have to. Okay, actually, I'll do the bard class because I think you still have to do the instance, right? For this to start Omega, or have you already done that? Because like you had to do that long ass like thing that I did yesterday. Oh, you're ready. Okay. Well, um, I'll just teleport to the Peering Stones for the sake of immersion. Nah, nah. I was only gonna do the bard class quest because I thought I'd have to wait for you, but I actually need to grab the quest to unlock it. And also, of course, I'm gonna watch a guide because trials and raids are very different from dungeons. I like this background track. Yeah, let's enter the yawn. This place is so weird. Excuse me. All right. Okay. It says the Mark 14 thermofoil boy master. Alright, hey Sid. Right, into the Deltascape. Sid is eager to proceed with the investigation. Right then, what to do next? We know that Omega is conducting tests to determine the strongest being, but we do not know its ultimate purpose, nor even its exact whereabouts. Plainly, however, it is within Omega's power to curtail our stay here whensoever it chooses. Accordingly, we have little choice but to proceed as bidden and defeat the test subjects waiting in the Deltascape. Yep. Oh hey, Alpha, how you doing? Great. Well, Alpha certainly seems keen, though it might be best if you left the fighting to others, little one. Yo, this motherfucker can fight, probably. We're on the same floor as like him, so that is, of course, assuming others are willing. What say you, old friend? This promises to be a most entertaining foray, and I would not dream of missing any part of it. You may rely on me to provide you with remote support. Sid is just like, bro, that's my job. With commendable foresight, I took the liberty of borrowing the various monitors that were lying around, and shall extract all the information I can from them. Hey. Hey, man. Tis a pity none of us speaks Chocobo. As I recall, though, we are supposed to have Alpha transfer his authorization to us prior to engaging in combat. In which case, Madoka will need him to accompany you into the Deltascape. See to your preparation to proceed whenever you are ready. You mean like as a whole, or when I like soloed the fight? Oh yeah, cause off stream I soloed I soloed Alexander as a white mage. Saying that for the audience, you know. As a whole, when I was doing each for the first time, well, if I hadn't seen guides, then they probably would have been a little bit more difficult. But to be honest, no, not really. Like, none of them were like difficult, really. All right, okay. I understand. The only issue in Alex was when people didn't know the mechanics, and then like 6 people die for some reason, and then it's like, okay, now we wipe. But like, yeah, as long as 1 or 2 people knew the mechanics, and like, cause like there weren't really that many like instant wipe, like, oh, super high personal responsibility mechanics, like there are in things like coils, where it's like, oh, don't place your meteor in the right place, everybody fucking dies. All right. Hey, Alpha. Quiet. Alpha appears eager to proceed. You may enter Deltascape 1.0 whenever you are ready. Well, we apparently have access to it. Okay. I'll add you to the party, and then I'll pull up the guide. I'll be white mage for these, of course. Oh, you won't watch the guide? Alright. Oh, god damn it. OBS. OBS crashed, dude. For fuck's sake. Okay. Well, I guess I'll restart. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up my stream. I'm gonna listen to what this looks like on your end. What this sounds like on your end. Because honestly, I don't know what this sounds like. Also, I'm really quiet because I have the way that my headphones set up. Sorry about all the noise. That's me moving it. You see, that's why I usually mute all the time, because all that noise. Alright, quit it. Okay, so like, alright. I need to do some testing just for audio sync here. Because who knows, maybe it's only in my ears as my stuff. But up, down, up, down. Wait, really? Left, right, up, down? Right, left, up, down. You know, it's actually not desynced on your end apparently. But like, oh. Okay, so basically this is a really fucking strange situation. So I guess I'll just be hearing myself a second in the past. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Yeah, that's gonna make things a lot more annoying in trying to keep track of what's going on. Alright, but I'll just pull up the guide. So because I will feel awful. I feel if I mess up a single mechanic, I feel like I'm a garbage player. So that's what I do.
What's better than a $5,000 PC? A $5,000 PC that costs $0.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Now the thing is, I'm hearing myself. Well, I mean, like I'm hearing my extreme echoing, like in my own ears. I don't know what's going on with that. That's like strange. Here's this. Alright. Well, yeah, that's not true, but that doesn't mean I don't believe it.
Welcome to the visual guide for the.
So yeah, so if you don't want to watch the guide, then peace out for a little bit. I'll tell you when I'm done watching.
Deltascape version 1.0. This is the first encounter in the brand new raid made available by patch 4.01 in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. At first, this may seem like the type of fight you can bring an Alte to. And you might be right. However, things can get pretty scaly if you ignore those classical elements of raiding. But fear not. My name is Ms. Tech, and I'll be your raid guide. Wormtail will do mild to moderate damage on the boss's primary target. Flame will do mild to moderate raid-wide damage and spawn a pattern of orbs around the room. Players will need to move away from these orbs as they will eventually explode for high damage and place a vulnerability up debuff on any player's hit. Roar will do more raid-wide damage, and healers will need to be ready to heal through it, paying particular attention to any players with high stacks of Vuln up. When the boss flies to one side of the platform and begins to cast Breathwing, he will eventually push all of the balls of fire and players out of their current positions away from him. The balls of fire will explode shortly after, and players will need to be pre-positioned during this breath to avoid getting hit. The easiest way to do this is to run to the side of the platform the boss is breathing from, and wait for the balls to be pushed away and explode. Twin bolts will target the main tank and whomever is closest to them for moderate damage. To handle this, the off-tank can stay nearby to ensure they're targeted for this attack over a random squishy melee or healer. Clamp is a large frontal column attack on the primary target. Avoid this as necessary. Eventually, the boss will begin to freeze the platform and target players for Levin Bolt. Players should pre-position to ensure that they don't have to move before the thin ice appears and causes them to slide around with their Levin Bolts. Immediately after, Blaze will mark up a random player with this stack-up marker. The ice will disappear right before Blaze hits, allowing players a few seconds to group up. But I would recommend that the affected player tries to slide into the center of the room as much as possible, to minimize the distance players may have to run to stack in. When the boss moves into the middle and casts the classical elements, players will need to be ready to handle a number of these mechanics at once. Balls of fire will spawn in a pattern, and thin ice will begin to form. The boss will also cast Downburst, which will knock back all players and the balls of fire to the edge of the platform. Downburst creates this hard-to-see tornado in the center of the platform, and players need to avoid it or they will die. Immediately after, players will be marked for Levin Bolt. To handle all of this, players can slide to the center after the knockback to first avoid the exploding balls of fire. Then, they can either slide or separate apart back to the outer edge to avoid overlapping Levin Bolt once the ice disappears. At this point, the mechanics will repeat with increased difficulty. 2 patterns of balls of fire can spawn in succession and will explode in the same order that they spawn in. Keep this in mind as you pre-position for Breathwing. Charybdis will bring all players' HP down to single digits. Healers will need to top everyone off before the next roar cast immediately after to avoid death. The next
Horrific
classical elements
this.
combo will spawn 2 sets of balls of fire, first on the outer edge and then a clump in the middle. The boss will also cast Downburst. To avoid excess stacks, players should stand in the center to avoid the outer explosions and try to position themselves to be pushed back in between the center balls. Since you're on thin ice and the balls will explode almost immediately after the pushback, it'll be very difficult to adjust if you're not already in a safe spot. Remember to stack in for Blaze, which will happen as soon as thin ice dissipates. The next combo is a bit easier to handle. Balls of fire will spawn in the center. Thin ice will appear and the boss casts Downburst. After players and balls are pushed to the edge by Downburst, they can slide into the center to safety. 11-bolt markers will appear, and after balls explode and the thin ice dissipates, players can spread to avoid overlap. Rinse and repeat until the boss is down. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we'll head into Deltascape version 2.0.
It seems easy enough. Oh, hi, Lumi. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I put my phone up, so I didn't have Stream Manager open, so I didn't see it. Sorry about that. Alright, Stream Manager is back. Yeah. I will not die. I refuse to die. Of course, whether or not what I say actually matters, it will be up to how I do. Also, I swear to God, if people don't stack up during Charybdis so I can fucking plenary them, I'm gonna be mad about it. Alright. Let us go. Deltascape 1.0. V 1.0. Let's be honest, people won't. That's true. They won't. I'm gonna be so mad about it. Well, I mean, how big is the range of plenary, to be honest? I might be able to just stand in the middle and hit everyone. Wee. Hi. Madoka, do you hear me? Your opponent is called Alte Roy. No idea what the name means, but good luck. Oh my god, it's in the Namazi. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Plenary has 20 radius. Oh, that's actually big as Medica. Okay, that's good. Where's Glare? Alright, when are the balls gonna explode? Alright, there we go. It's a question I ask myself all the time. Alright, breath time. Here we go. Oh, sure cast doesn't even stop that. Okay. Alright, tanks, you got that. Nice. Alright, what's up? What's going on here? Classical elements? Damn, that bird hits hard. Oh. I didn't pre-position properly for the nice. Classical elements. Alright, great balls of fire. Very nice. Ready. Downburst. I should have thin aired that. Alright, tanks. This is on you. I didn't set your heal properly. I didn't realize that it was delayed like that, but whatever. Oh, the next, ooh, balls. Oh, I forgot he does this. Ah, don't worry about it. Not a problem. Like, yeah, it's just a normal raid fight. Who cares, right? Oh, oh, I had plenary just off cooldown for that, so I call that efficient use of plenary indulgence. Yeah, of course it wasn't. Alright. Okay, everybody left. I hate when that happens. I have all this shit in my inventory. Alright. Yeah, I mean, 9 to 12 in, actually, what did I think about Alexander? My favorites in Alexander. Honestly, I really like Oppressor, which is why I want to do Savage so bad. Because Savage Oppressor is actually cool, whereas normal Oppressor, you literally don't even need to care about the boss's stacking, because like you can just kill them so fast. Living Liquid, whatever. Burden of the Father, This was Gorillas. I don't like this. The 4 ads. Arm of the Sun. What was Arm of the Sun? This is Brute Justice. What was Arm of the Sun? I'm not going to do guideless for normal raids. I'm sorry. Oh. I mean, hey, if you're online, then... I don't know if you're online or not. Oh, you are, actually. I mean, if that is your Lala. Could potentially do them. If you're willing to wait. Because like I said, I watched the guides for each one, so. But back to thinking. Refurbisher? I like Refurbisher. The only reason I don't like Refurbisher is because people don't know how to do it. Breath of the Creator? Is this the guy with the traps? He was alright. Heart of the Creator, it's Cruise Chaser. Come on, it's Cruise Chaser. Alex Prime, of course it's Alex Prime. So yeah, basically, yeah, these, like, I feel like the last parts of the raids are always pretty cool. Except for, Coils. Because, to be honest, Kalia, Imdagood, nah, didn't like them. Like, they're just, like, meaningless, like, creatures, right? And I mean, like, the same could be said for Alex, but, like, come on, they have a bit more character than that, right? Like, except for the trap guy. Refurbisher is like this fucking robot who reveals himself. He's super cool. You have Cruise Chaser, Alex Prime, yeah, of course. Alright, whatever. Stop doing this. You did the Sigma Scape 3 and then you wanted to become an Omnicrafter on your Lala too. What do you mean 2? Are you implying that you've already... What the fuck? I don't... How do you do it? How the fuck do you become a crafter like that? Hey, easy money. Thanks, good. Your main is an Omnicrafter. You only need one. No! You don't need two! Stop! It's unnecessary. Alright. Well done, my friend. We were lucky enough to witness every moment of your struggle via the Deltascape's various surveillance devices. I dare say we had a better view than you did. Gaining control over them was the extent of our accomplishments for this outing, though I suppose we did also learn your adversary's name. Rest assured, however, that there will be plenty more such outings. Preliminary analysis suggests that there are 4 combatants in the Deltascape all told, including your friend Alteroit, which means you will be required to win 3 further bouts, with deltas 2 to 4, in this test world alone. Alright. Needless to say, there are plenty more such worlds in this rift, holding the remaining 85 test subjects between them. Plainly, our host has gone to no small amount of trouble. Quite why it is so obsessed with determining the strongest being is another question. Hey, Midgard. Omega seeketh to prove itself, to evolve. This was ever its primary directive. Through contending with mighty foes, it groweth stronger. Having vanquished those vile simulacrum you call Shinryu, a greater adversary was needed. In the absence of such a being, it had but to create one. So in the name of self-improvement, it wants to make a new playmate, and it chose to undertake the task here to avoid outside interference, yes? In part. The making of life is not Omega's primary function. It bringeth complex being into the corporeal realm only at great cost to itself. As such, it employeth this plane to test unfinished works, that it might determine a single entity worthy of creation. If I understand you correctly, the moment Omega's grand experiment is complete, it will give birth to a creature even mightier than Shinryu and then proceed to fight it. Gods help us all if a battle of that scale should come to pass. Powers unleashed would be enough to bring about another calamity. Oh, nice. Oh, I need to do my Wondrous Tales. Shit. Wait. Maybe no, I think I've already done them. I think I might have did them like on Tuesday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, congrats. Level for what? If you don't mind. Me asking. Assuming the dragon is the right of it, all test subjects must needs be works in progress. Save for ourselves, of course. But then how do we explain Alpha? As I recall, it manifested corporeally outside the rift. Man, this is in 2 hours. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Also, I forgot I didn't pull up Stream Manager. I had my own stream open, so I was seeing the chat from the stream. God damn it. Actually, then again, it is hardly the most complex of creatures. Maybe it was finished by accident. I feel like I might have read that as Sid when it was Nero. Well, but whatever. Yeah, man. So unfortunate. Also, I figured out how to fix the issue with the audio syncing on my end. Like I said, it didn't affect your end. It only affected mine. And I literally just had to turn it off and on. God damn it. Yeah, but also, this is a robot. It doesn't do things on accident. Don't you make fun of Alpha. He's a good boy. And if it hadn't been for him, we would have all been erased. He's a good boy. This is a good lad. He might not be strong, but he's brave and reliable and adorable. Alright, Wedge. Look, he's almost as tall as, like, Lala's. Changing the subject for a moment, Chief. After you lost track of Omega, you said you were re-engaged at stasis systems, right? Meaning something somewhere isn't working like it should. I only asked because me and Wedge have done pretty much all we can here, and we were wondering if it might be worth going back to Car No to look for it. Look into it. That would be a great help. Nero and I can handle things on this end. Sorry. We'll be off then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, eh? I mean, you wouldn't fight primals because you can't do it. And you'll be a good boy, Alpha. Do as you're told and look after Madiga for me. Hey, Alpha. Look at him. He's so big. What the fuck? Then why are you so tall? A catastrophe waiting. Oh. Sid seems keen to pit you against the next foe. Keen? Seems keen to pit you against the next foe in the Deltascape. We must pray that Biggs and Wedge are able to repair the stasis system. If they can't, we'll have little choice but to see Omega's experiment all the way to its bitter conclusion. A tall order, I concede, and one that will require you to prove yourself the mightiest being in creation. Well, we must hope for the best and plan for the worst, which in this case means pressing on with the tests. Are you ready for the next foray? One moment, Chief. My analysis is yet incomplete, but it would seem Subject Delta 2 is capable of manipulating gravity. How fortunate, then, that I but recently chanced to assemble something which might mitigate its effects. An anti-gravity gimbal. May it serve you well. Alright, so it's another duty action, probably. Hey, Alpha. Great. Alpha seems eager to pursue. Okay. Oh, also, I forgot to ask Rich if you were willing to continue. Because like I'd be down to do the whole wing, to be honest. I was wondering if you wanted to do the next part of Omega. You're down for Delta. All right, so yeah, we can do the wing. Also, I said Lumi, if you were willing, and you wanted to join, we could invite you. I think if you're online, right? I'm pretty sure you're. This is you, Amelia Dubois. Dubois. Oh, I don't know the hell. You can go in on Sage. All right, if you want to, I will send you the invite. We can be we can be a healer duo. Hey, why did the party dissolve for a second when I did that? That was weird. Hey, hi! Hello there. Alright, let us go into... Oh wait, I forgot. I was gonna watch the guide. Okay. I apologize. Yeah. I hope you don't mind waiting. I think I made that clear earlier. Because I absolutely know, like, I have. If you saw me during the Alliance raid, I was struggling to figure out what was going on. I had to die to it, but like you can't exactly just die to things.
To the visual guide for the Deltascape version 2.0. This is the second encounter in the brand new raid made available by patch 4.01 in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, only because
Stormblood.
there were like 23 other people there.
I can see why this encounter may look difficult, but perhaps I just don't understand the gravity of the situation. My name is Miss Tech, and I'll help you avoid catastrophe. All players will notice they have an anti-gravity gimbal through the action button that will cause them to levitate. This will be used throughout the encounter to avoid certain mechanics, but beware. Once you're levitating, you cannot unlevitate unless the boss makes you, so be careful to use it only when appropriate, or you might find yourself in some bad situations. Trembler will do mild raid-wide damage. Earthquake is the first levitate mechanic you'll need to watch out for. It will do high raid-wide damage and place the stacking vulnerability up debuff on anyone not levitating during this cast. 100 Gs will be cast anytime someone in the party is levitating and will essentially pull any of those players back down to the ground. Evil Spear is a moderate to high damage tank buster. Cooldown and heal through this as necessary. The boss can spawn an ethereal rift under the platform, causing all players to begin to sink into the ground. If they sink too far, they will die. To avoid this, use your duty action to levitate over the rift. Gravitational Explosion will mark up a player for this stack up marker, and players will need to stack in to share that damage. Be careful here. If the player is levitating and everyone else isn't, they aren't technically stacked and you'll probably die. Paranormal Wave is a large frontal cone with no cast, and tanks should make sure they never face the boss towards the raid. Maniacal
Cable?
Probe will spawn 4 tentacles around the room that will
Fleshy
react
members,
to the land's energy.
yes.
When Catastrophe casts Epicenter, it'll send out a shockwave activating tentacles and marking them up with this eyeball-looking marker. A tentacle with this marker is dangerous and should be avoided. Eventually, all of the energy from the Epicenter cast will settle on one tentacle, and that energy will be released with a huge point-blank AoE attack from the tentacle. Getting hit by this will do high damage and place a stacking vulnerability up debuff on you. Players will need to watch out for which tentacles the energy settles to and move away from them as necessary.
Don't touch the flame
Anti-light will cause a number of spheres to spawn around the platform. Petrospheres have these large black AoE indicators that cover the entirety of the platform and will petrify anyone on the ground and add a stacking vulnerability up debuff. To avoid this, players will need to be levitating. Demon Eye is a gaze attack that will petrify and debuff players' hit. You'll need to turn away from the boss to avoid this while dodging spheres. During Anti-Light, Catastrophe can also spawn Petrospheres and Potent Petrospheres together. Potent Petrospheres have large white AoE indicators that will also cover the entirety of the platform, but are actually floating. If you look closely, you'll notice that the indicators of each type of sphere are actually on different levels. That means players levitating into these Potent Petrospheres will be hit and debuffed. In this pattern of spheres, the boss will cast 100 Gs, pulling all players down to the ground. To avoid getting petrified, players will have to move into the very center of the room, where there is a tiny safe zone in between the Petrosphere indicators. It can be difficult to see since the Potent Petrosphere's indicators overlap it, but remember that those are on another plane, and you won't be hit by them once the boss pulls you down.
You see,
In
this
the
is
next
stuff that I
Maniacal
wouldn't know.
Probe, the land's energy will gather on 2 tentacles this time. Be sure to avoid them as necessary. When the boss casts negative 100 Gs, a pattern of spheres will spawn around the room with
Negative
2 narrow
100 Gs.
safe zones in the north and south of the platform. All players will be thrown up into the air, and the spheres will explode as soon as they land. To avoid the sphere attacks, players will need to ensure that they're in one of the safe zones before they're knocked up, so that they can land safely and avoid excess damage or even death. Gravitational Wave will do high raid-wide damage that will need to be healed through as necessary. For this anti-light pattern, only Potent Petrospheres will spawn, and players will need to make sure not to pop levitate to avoid them. However, as the spheres explode, the ethereal rift will form beneath you, pulling you down. To survive, players will need to levitate once the spheres explode. On the next Maniacal Probe, you guessed it, 3 tentacles will gather all of the energy, and you'll only have 1 safe zone to use to avoid the attacks. The next anti-light pattern will have Potent Petrospheres all over again, but this time players will need to levitate after the explosion to avoid Earthquake. Essentially, it's the same mechanic, so don't forget to hit that duty button. From this point on, all mechanics will repeat until the boss is down. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know.
Right, but like each of the mechanics like puts a vuln stack on you, so like my mistakes would like keep piling on and on until like I just get one shot by like an auto or something. Does Ultima and Praetorium really have a lot of mechanics? Also, here's the ready check. Sorry, because I finished watching the guide. Oh, I messed up my scene switching again. Yeah, do they really? I mean, yeah, fair enough, but like that's an alliance. What? That's not really an alliance. That's not an alliance raid. But like, it's a bit different, right? You get me? We probably won't see like the 3 tentacles, but like we might get 2. All right. Now we have a healer duo and a tank. I was about to say it's gonna be pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah, welcome, Lumi. This is the first time that we've done anything in a party. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let us begin this big eyeball. Please, timer. What the fuck? Ah, there it is! Catastrophe. A fitting name for the havoc it would doubtless wreak. Have fun now. So those tiny ass legs. Look at him. This thing's disgusting. Hey! Alright. Is that you? Yes! I love your character. Alright. Let us begin. Alright. I'll do it, why not? Oh, it's like doing all these. Yeah, it's like keeps doing all those like wave lines. 100 G's. Oh, I appreciate that doesn't cancel. Like doesn't cancel like casting or anything. It's pretty cool. Oh, the ethereal rift! You simply must use your anti-gravity device. Alright. And we're back. Gravitational manipulation. Don't remember what that is. Alright. I have been levitated. I didn't mean to press thin air there. Let's not talk about it. Alright. Now we're going back. Oh no, he's gonna probe us. Alright, fleshy members, how you doing? Epicenter. Gravitational wave. Alright. Just like, you know, get hit. Oh, let's just say it's because they didn't know what was going on. Anti-light. Okay, orb time. Alright, simply levitate. And also look away. I don't fold. Evil sphere. I'll put regen on you. Alright. Here we go. Stack in the middle. Oh, it's probing us again. Epicenter. Oh, Epicenter doesn't do any damage. Oh, it just activates the tentacles. Okay, I understand. Oh, hey! Oh, we're going up, boys. I'm going up. Whee. Alright, gravitational wave. Just kill it. Where's the limit break? Melee, come on. Feels bad. Hey, we did it! Bye, catastrophe. Look. High quality Lala character, I must say. Yes, we fly. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll pass on these because I don't really want them. And we disappear. Don't worry about it, Rich. It's my job. Oh. Wait, wait, other people can show up in this? Hey, look, it's Rich. Alright. Alright. And Nero. A rousing performance made possible by my anti-gravity gimbal. Lest you wonder, you are not supposed to be able to descend of your own volition. The device worked quite as intended. It just wasn't intended for use on living. Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly its intended use. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on with Sage. At any rate, that's another almighty foe laid low. And may I say that I had every faith you would succeed. Alright, hey Sid, the Croak Queen. Sid looks expectantly in your direction. Alright, part 3. I doubt we'll be hearing from Biggs and Wedge for a while yet. Shall we push on here in the meantime? Yeah. Let's continue. Reliable as ever. Without further ado, let us move things along. According to the analysis, your next opponent, Delta 3, is a being named Halicarnassus. Why do I feel like that's a Morble? Halicarnassus, you say? The Queen of Dimension Castle? Okay, I might be wrong. What's this? You know of her? You mean you don't? Well, I suppose a blue-blooded brat such as you would have no interest in humble folktales. It appears a lesson is in order. Halicarnassus is a character from an ancient fable. In the tale, she is one of the chief antagonists, and as such things are wont to unfold, she meets her end at the hands of the heroes. Incurably valiant youths, not unlike our adventurer friend here. Literary historians have speculated that the tale could be loosely based on events which took place in the Fourth Astral Era, but little remains of that age, and there's no way to verify the claim. Indeed, most now assume the story to be a work of pure fiction. You mean to tell me that Omega is populating its grand experiment with fictional characters? Oh, Midgard, he's back. 'Twould seem your understanding is yet lacking. Scant grasp have I of that which men know and know not. Mark the me, then. Omega hath no soul, no mind's eye in which to envision a rival. To bring forth new life, it must needs draw upon that which hath already been, its every creation being another's conception. This limitation is concealed by the breadth of its experience. It possesseth the means to retain the knowledge of entire eras, and not only of this reflection. Yet it perceiveth not this knowledge as we do. Fact, fiction. The distinction holdeth no meaning for Omega. All is equal in its eyes. If a thing is logical, it can be created. That such a wondrous weapon should exist. It surpasses my wildest imaginings, and they were wild indeed. But I gather not everyone shares my excitement. What's the matter, Garland? Lost your nerve? Quiet, Nero. We adults are thinking. We're gonna love this. But mayhap now is not the time. Madoka said she was ready to continue, and so am I. Let's deal with Halicarnassus. Alright. Doo-doo-doo. An alpha? What what is that? Wait. What gear is this? Blade of Divine Light. Oh, this is like, this is Endwalker shit. Okay, alright. I'll let it go. It doesn't look that good though, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, that's a samurai?